more to Spotify than meets the ear. That's because video is taking center stage on Spotify, with over 300,000 video shows and 300 million users already watching their favorite podcast. With seamless switching between watching and listening, you can tune in anytime, anywhere. Got a show of your own? Upload your video to Spotify, turn views into fans, and monetize your passion.
think. Okay, there we go. Oh, so I've been chatting away to myself for 20 minutes and no one has been listening. Okay, well, I guess I'll explain again. May as well while I have a sippy break. So basically, a PNGTuber, which is what we are working on today, is a sort of a step down from a VTuber. A VTuber is like those anime people that are very animated. You see them instead of people, face cam like this, sort of bopping around, they're all bouncy. Usually there's many bouncy parts to them, but a PNGTuber is the step down. They're not quite as animated, they're not quite as like bouncy, multiple angles, that sort of thing. But yes, yeah, so kind of wanted one of those because I don't always want to go on cam, and sometimes if I'm doing videos, it's a bit easier if I just chuck on my PNGTuber over the top, so you've got something to listen to and not just quick images and my face. And you can look at something else as well, which is maybe like bouncing a bit or doing a few poses here and there. Probably not going to be doing the drawing part tonight. I'm very out of practice. I'm still trying to get back to grips with using my bamboo tablet. I have not used it in many years, but I would like to draw it myself and then rig it. But yeah, so right now we're coming up with the character concept, as you can see here. I've got my little to-do list, so I've gathered some vibes and sort of aesthetic. In fact, let's do vibes and aesthetics. Aesthetic. So we've got like vibes is relaxing, gentle, calm, sleepy, loving, friendly, loving asleep, sleepy. And the aesthetic is like a Victorian flowy dresses, formal wear, but casual formal wear, I guess. Slightly more relaxed version, so like a loosened tie, a waistcoat unbuttoned, because I personally like that style myself. I wear a lot of dresses to work that are casual, but still kind of workwear, so because dresses are very comfy and they don't pinch around your middle, so you've got room for snacks. So up here we've got the animal I'd be, which I gathered from polling a few people this week, asking them what animal do you think I'd be if I were one. And I've had koala, sloth and bear. I had 2 koalas, 2 sloths and a bear. Someone did suggest squirrel, but I don't think that's really the vibe I'm going for. So as you can see over here, I've drawn koala ears and a koala nose on the current avatar I have for myself. Which was done by someone called Almost Alive on Instagram. They've also done the other channel avatars for first Nikki Does Stuff, who you can see down in this corner down here. Nikki Plays, which is the gaming channel I sometimes stream on. And Nikki Explains, which is going to be a lore channel where I give a lore and tell stories and that sort of thing. Because yeah, that's what I like to do. I've got many interests, very varied. Not everyone will have the same interest. You might not want to watch me completely, so I figured I'd do a few channels have my base character, and then I can do little different like outfits for them depending on what channel it's for. So the library that explains will have like a book or a clipboard, and the gaming might be a little bit more comfy, at home, casual wear, that sort of thing. But yeah, so here we've got our little one sentence explanation of who Viniki is. So koala Victorian archivist who likes snacks, need an S there, snacks, sleep, and gathering stories, because yeah, I love a story. I like to find them in whatever whatever I'm consuming, really. If there's no story, I'm not really interested. And then I like stories that are like they're hidden, you can find clues everywhere. So yeah, and then the profile, so I don't need that bit, that's silly. So I know a lot of VTubers have a lot of lore, that sort of thing, but at the minute we've got a bit of a simple one. So she's a koala girl, like you've heard of cat girls, dog girls, wolf girls, that sort of thing, but she's a koala girl. Her job is as an archivist. I do archiving for my job, partly. I like to have to file stuff, save it, keep it stored away and know where it is, so that's sort of organising, gathering, that sort of thing I like doing, so I'll bring that into my little character. And then we've got powers is gathering stories and finding them wherever she goes, so she'll always find a story. So just correct that, yeah. Oh, there's a Spotify ad. Have a voyage. Okay. Now I'm just trying to think. What else do I? So we've sort of got the character concept there. And if you're watching, feel free to have a little poke in the chat, say hi, that sort of thing. I'm not scary, I promise. But yeah, so what we'll do now is we will hop on to Pinterest. Pinterest. Why is my auto search being? I will just pop this onto the other screen for a minute and you can see my background instead while I just log in. Because I have been gathering a few reference images, started some reference images. Slowly getting there. There's my little background with my little jellyfish. Just struggling a little bit, or at least the Wi-Fi. The Wi-Fi's struggling. No, hi Alquin! Thanks for joining, popping in to say hi. I hope it's not too early for you. Right, it will be actually. Sign in. Should have done this first. I've prepared everything else, just not this bit. You get to look at my screen, say when I listen to some music for the time being. Okay, we'll skip Pinterest and just go to Google image search instead. It'll be faster. Okay, Google image search. So koala. We'll try a koala girl first. So I'm what sort of one? Honey, Sean, darling, you need to learn how to sleep and sleep in. You're just clearly a bit of a crazy person. So This one sort of the big poofy tails. Well, it gives me some ideas, so we'll do a quick print screen of that. Actually, I think can I go into no. Good, wait, stop it. Oh, I'm having so many technical difficulties. See if we can pop that somewhere. No. No. I am not good at this. I am really not very good at this. Well, we'll go back to our screen grab. And we'll copy that and paste it. And we'll just sort of push that down. No, that's not what I wanted to do. Oh, there it is. We'll just delete these and cancel. We're just gathering references. Okay, well, Sean, you, yeah, koalas are cute. They are. Apart from the claws and chlamydia, as someone pointed out to me. Oh, you've done some more drawing, did you? Have you drawn Susan? Did you draw a better version of more Susan? This one's quite cute as well. Yeah, and apparently koalas sleep for 18 to 22 hours a day. I feel called out that people keep saying it about me, that I'm a koala. But they're not wrong. They are not wrong. Okay, we'll put that there. And cute anime koala girl, we'll go with that for now. We've got this one. And just let it sharpen up a bit. And also move you over here a bit so you stop covering up my chat. Oh, okay, so they're so cute apart from the chlamydia part. Yeah. Oh, you are you cheating on us with another D&D game? I'm telling Jess. I'm telling the DM. I'm telling on you. And we'll go with just koalas in general. No more koala girls because we need to get some cute koala pictures. Oh, look at the sleepy koala. Come on, sharpen up a bit. There we go. Okay. Should put koala picture here. Wiggle the size a bit. Let's have a look for a face picture. That one's quite good. Oh, that one's cute. Go print screen. Oh, they have like slitted pupils like a cat. That's good to know. Copy that. So right now it's just reference images we're gathering together. And just for fun, I'm also going to get one of these images as well, because we need a wet koala. Because why not? Is it really a board with koalas on if you don't have the scary wet koala? Can't believe you are cheating on us. You, how do you have time for this as well as doing uni? Like, seriously, I can barely find time to function in general. And yet you are running what? You're in 2 other games, and you're running 2 campaigns, and studying for uni. Go away, Brett. I don't want a message. Although pretend worlds are pretty awesome. Okay, so we're going to go for Victorian librarians now. Do love a bit of a little Google search, little Google. But that's a nice picture. Librarian governess. Yep. We will grab a copy of this. Complete with books. Copy that. So I think we'll probably need to rework the colour palette a little bit to bring in the grey of the koala, and then maybe the richer tones for the dress itself, I'm thinking. Close that. See, this one's quite cool because I like the big updo, like the big hair, but it's all relaxed as well at the same time. We will grab that. Copy that. Yeah. Squiggle that round. And have a look. Oh, it's a very handsome man. That's I wouldn't say he's large-breasted. Large-chested, maybe. Not large-breasted, though. Okay. Back to the matter of hand. We'll do... anime. We do want to bring in that slightly cartoony. Okay. Oh, there you go. There's another VTuber there. So we'll take a little bit of inspiration from other VTubers. So when I put this one in, can I add a caption to you? No. Okay. Make my own caption. Kaylee, Victorian VTuber. Oh, okay. Thanks for popping in, Sean. I appreciate it, and enjoy your show. And try to get some actual sleep, please. 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 Go. Okay. So that's something. Right, there's a maze. That's Victorian Librarian. Alright, I'll catch you later, Sean. Have a nice evening, day, whatever. Time zones are hard. Time zones are really hard in my brain. Okay, so we've got an idea. So a lot of it's going to be like high necked high neck shirts and the poofish shoulders, like a bit of a cinched in waist. Probably going to go for the updo with the big koala ear. So now it's figuring out colour. Let's see, is there a way to do colour palettes? Colour. Okay. So pop a couple on here. Pulling colours from images. We want to do pick a colour from, there we go. So it's like a bluey grey, that one. That's nice. We'll go, this one is the name of it, and then we've got the hex code, and this is koala parts. And then we'll grab this one, can be more of the nose, so the darker one. That one's koala nose. Okay. And in terms of skin tone, we'll try this one. Picky. Yeah, perfect. So that's skin tone. So we've got our different bits here. We can delete that. What I'm going to do is add a new note and pop. No, let's not do that. Let's have a view. Can we pop you there? Okay. We'll rearrange this slightly. You can go away. So we've got the nose, we've got the ears, the nose, skin tone.
In 10 meters, take a left at the pile of washing. At the Valley of Toy Dinosaurs, approach the kitchen with no room to cook.
Right
Turn
there,
right at the
wonderful.
wardrobe. You've reached chaos. Recalculating. Suggest immediate course correction to IKEA for fitted wardrobes, children's storage, and cupboard organizers.
I'm just gonna have another one.
Find your way back to calm. Discover smart storage at IKEA Hammersmith now. IKEA, the wonderful everyday.
There's more to Spotify than meets the ear. That's because video is taking center stage on Spotify.
Okay. So this one we will go for these nice purple shades. No, not that one. Too dark.
You can tune in anytime, anywhere.
Actually,
Got a show of your own? Upload your
move you a
videos to
bit so I
Spotify,
can see you better.
earn views,
And then
and monetize your passion.
colour. Picky picky. Is it brown? Is it really brown? Rainbow brown? These are so odd. It looks purple to me. Okay. Okay, we'll go call this dress-based tones. Nope. Not where I want to be. Dress-based tones. And then this one can be I'll grab this off-white one there. And that's the shirt base. Okay. There we go. And then for a bit of a poppy colour, because these are all very fairly neutral. I think so. That's poppy one. Oh, do I want to bring in some of that? See, that's still quite dark. Again. Let's change that colour to this bluey colour or tealy colour, and let's poppy colour 2. Yeah, I think that works. Poppy colour 1 and poppy colour 2. Yeah, I think that will work. So what I'm going to quickly do is bring up the colours. This is a great way of doing palettes. So we're gonna, how many colours do we have in our little 1, 2, so we've got about 7, so we want sort of 7. 7 colours, there we go. And we open that, and then opening the generator gives us the 7 slots we need. So let's get you out of the way. Copy that. Yep, and then we'll lock that one. And then copy, nope, no. Copy that. See if it brings it up right. Yeah, there we go. And then copy this one. Yep. Nope, this one after. And this one's next, so we're over here. And then yeah, we need those. So it's interesting, they've all got actual different names in this versus what they've got on here. It's quite fun. Okay, so visualize the colours. They sort of do work together, yeah. It's not awful. Nothing super jarring. The alabaster grey does struggle a bit, but if that's just going to be other ones. Patterns. Yeah, nice. Palette variations. No, that's a locked thing. Colour blindness. Okay, so it's not awful. Just the palette, maybe make it a little bit brighter. Brighten it up a bit, yeah. Maybe make it a little bit warmer. And let's saturate it a bit more. Okay. Oh, so visualizing. Oh yeah, that grey does go a bit better, doesn't it? And then view pattern, no, not that one. Yeah, I think that works. And I think we'll save this one. So this is the Nikki Alex. And it's for a project. PNGTuber. No, I can't then cancel that. Export as a PDF. Nikki color palette. Okay, and then I will pop that in to my documents on my YouTube. A folder. The branding. Put that in there. Because I plan to come up with a sheet so I can remember. Don't have to remember everything. Okay, so what we'll do is we'll do another print screen because I do love a print screen. Make sure I've got all these hex codes, and then copy that. Go back to Millinote. Make it a bit bigger. There we go, it's just loading and it will sharpen up in a moment. There we go. Yeah, that's our colour palette, and we can take this away. And then take these ones away because we're going to move this here. Okie dokie. So that is our colour palette. So we'll do a new note. So just a general description now. So big, poofy. We'll go with poofy. Yes. Okay, koala. Darker nose, because looking at the picture I always thought it was separate, but it looks like it's just shorter, darker fur on its nose. I need to double check. I think we're just so used to seeing koalas as their nose, that bit just being different. like a separate bit, like the thumbs and stuff. So grey tones to the fur and hair. So the fur and the hair probably be a little bit similar in colour, like this up here. Bit of a messy, high, fun. I just bring that down, bring that up again, bring that, and go on top. Okay. I do like the messy bun there that she's got going on. So what I'm going to do is go on top, circle that bit. And draw on top so we remember on the ears, move the ears. Yeah, looking at this image, it is they've just got that, and then the eyes as well. Coming out, and we'll say the blue eyes, because I do have blue eyes, even though they are quite dark and it's hard to see, I do have blue eyes. A slitted pupil, like koalas do. We'll throw in 2 thumbs, because koalas actually have 2 thumbs, and I think that'll be a sneaky one. See if people spot or if they think I've just made a mistake in the drawing. In terms of outfit, we'll go with they're called leg of mutton jackets, that's it, leg of mutton arms. Arms on a jacket. High-necked shirt. I'm just thinking, because maybe almost like a halter shirt, so it's like cut out like a upside down love heart. Yeah, upside down. Heart cut out. Loosened tie around the neck. Waistcoat with book attached. Yeah, that sounds right. In terms of skirts, I'm gonna go with big puffy skirt. To knee length, and then because I like to be like this, koala slippers, and then koala. I spelled koala wrong. Koala slippers. Okay. Yeah, because we want a nod. I think at the end of the hair, I think we will do, like in my picture over here, I have actually at some point had hair like this. It was during lockdown. I got very bored, so me and my friend were able to bleach my hair and dye it so it was red at the top, blue at the end, with purple. So what I think I'll do is I'll bring in the poppy, dusty mauve, poppy colour one mixed into the hair. So I think with combined like the grey tones and that pale slate, I think it's called. Yeah, pale slate. So that combined with that and that will sort of bring together the dress, and then the teal, we'll just have a few little bits and pieces here. So if what I do is that we look at this one, this image. So here you can sort of see we're going a bit into design elements here.
There's more to Spotify than meets the
There's a lot of various grey tones. Then you've got that pop of green and the pop of red. So it's kind of,
You can tune in anytime, anywhere.
it's quite kind of neutral, but at the same time you've got these pops of colour that help bring it all together. You've got big puffy pigtails that sort of more like ears, but they are pigtails. And then the koala images, little badgers and stuff. So those are design elements. So what I'll do is, actually no, I do want to draw on top of that. Sort of that, I've just got them here, and there is one there that I can just about see. So little bits, little koala icons. Scattered around. So maybe the tie, instead of being tie, it could be kind of like this one here. So if we look at this one, draw on top, like that. So instead of the cameo, we could have a koala cameo. Loosen tie. Maybe, so yeah, loosen tie with a koala cameo. Tie. She'll have a koala slippers as well, like we've got there. Oh, sorry. Well, yeah, maybe a koala pin in her hair. Koala on the front of the book, maybe. We'll figure it out once we've got the koala sort of drawn. But yeah, the waistcoat could be patterned with koalas. All the buttons. That could work. Yeah, I think that's quite good. And then for a nod to the snacking, maybe some eucalyptus leaves sticking out her pockets, and some in her hair. Nothing to hold it. Yeah, I think that works. And what I'm going to do is I will resize that a bit so it can be better. It's not a Victorian VTuber, it's a librarian. There we go. Yeah, I think that's oh, there we go. I think that's very good. We've managed to get the basic idea down. So if we go back up to the home, so we've got Nikki, yeah, so that's the Nikki Does Stuff icon. Let's zoom in a bit so you can see it. There we go. So we've got the Nikki Does Stuff icon. So she is holding a bolt of green cloth. Unfortunately, when I did a chroma key filter on the overlay on OBS, it did cut out the green. I might have to choose a different colour another day. Then you've got Nikki Plays with the game console controller, and then Nikki Explains with the book. So yeah, that's the PNGTuber. I'm going to plan some videos for the Nikki Plays over here in this one, because there's nothing in here. And then if I go home, Nikki Explains, also the same thing. So yeah, this will be how I'm planning my content really. And Nikki Does Stuff is going to be everything else. Because that's how I roll. And hopefully by next time I stream, the boxes will be gone, theoretically, maybe. But yeah, I think that's going to be it for today. Just getting back into the idea of streaming. There's lots of dust in the air at the minute from moving, so it's quite dry and it's giving me a little bit of a cough. So I'm going to call it there. We have got quite a bit done with our 21 cards in our PNGTuber thing. But yeah, well, thanks for joining. Thank you if you're watching this later. Thank you if you come back, and if you want to know when I'm going live and that sort of thing. Maybe suggest other things for the PNGTuber. Please do let me know. You can comment in response to the lives, I believe. I may be chopping this up and putting it into another video. We shall see, we shall see. So until next time, bye guys. Bye.